All right. Welcome to another episode of Daddy Everyday Podcast. Today, I want to talk about a serious matter, depression. Of course, I like to write stuff up because I like to sound professional and everything. Then we're going to get down to some tips. And then, personally, what I'm going through. Um, I don't even want to say I'm in depression because I know some people are experiencing some serious effects of depression. So I don't want to self-diagnose myself as depressed, but I'll go over some things that I'm dealing with. Some of you guys may be feeling the same way. I think a lot of it has to do with my age, but some things I think I've been experiencing hell for my whole life to a certain extent. But let me go into this because I spent some time writing something up because I need to start doing articles and stuff with this stuff that I write up. All right, here we go. So today, like I said, I want to address the topic that affected millions of people worldwide, and that's depression. Depression is a serious medical health condition that can be found profound impact on individuals, their families, and society as a whole. It is critical that we bring awareness to this issue and foster a supportive environment for those that are struggling. Depression is not simply feeling sad or going through a rough patch in life. It is a complex illness that can manifest in various ways, affecting persons' thoughts, feelings, and behavior. Those who suffer from depression often experience a persistent feeling of sadness, loss of interest in activities they once enjoyed, changes in appetite, sleep patterns, fatigue, difficulty in concentrating. It is important to remember that depression is not a sign of weakness. It can affect anyone, regardless of age, gender, or background. Unfortunately, depression is stigmatized in our society, which often prevents people from seeking the help they need. We must work together to break down these barriers and create an environment where individuals feel comfortable talking about their mental health. By encouraging open conversations about depression, we can reduce the shame and isolation that many individuals feel and help them find the support they deserve. Treating depression requires a multifaceted approach. It is critical to seek professional help from mental health experts, psychologists and all that, who can provide an accurate diagnosis and develop a treatment plan. Treatment options may include therapy, medication, or a combination of both. Additional support from loved ones, friends, and support groups can play a vital role in the recovery process. As a society, we need to prioritize mental health and invest in accessible and affordable mental health services. This includes promoting mental health education and awareness in schools, workplaces, and communities. By providing adequate resources and support, we can empower individuals to seek help, reduce the prevalence of depression, and ultimately save lives. If you know someone who may be struggling with depression, reach out to them. Often a listening ear, let them know that they are not alone. Sometimes a simple act of kindness can make a world of difference to someone battling this invisible illness. Depression is a very serious condition that requires our attention and understanding. By raising awareness, promoting open conversations, and providing support, we can create a compassionate society where individuals with depression can find the help they need to heal and thrive. Let us stand together and break the silence surrounding depression, offering hope, empathy, compassion to those that need it the most. Now, you may know someone that's suffering from depression or some of the signs that I mentioned in here. You may know someone that's going through that. And it really is true that just offering a kind word to someone you don't even know, just saying hi to someone in the street, giving someone a compliment. I've done just randomly to someone like nice shoes or, oh, your hair looks nice. Simple things like that because you never know what someone is going through. And then for those that you do know, reach out to people you haven't talked to in a while. They say some of the strongest people in your circle are the ones who probably need the most support and help, because they're the ones that are always helping others, but no one tends to support them because they're the strong one. And those are the ones that need our support and attention as well. I also have some self-care tips. And of course, most of the things I do on this podcast is directed towards men, but for this particular episode, everything applies to men and women alike. This is like I said, a disease that affects men and women. It doesn't matter your gender, your role in life, or anything financial. Nothing. None of that matters when it comes to depression. It's not necessarily something happened in your life that causes the depression. A lot of people think, well, I can't be depressed. Nothing traumatic has happened to me. It has nothing to really do with that. My goal is to actually have a therapist in here one day to really break this down, because this is a very serious topic. And I know several individuals that are battling with depression. So if I can get them additional help, besides just me being a listening ear, and I want to do that. So, and then for those that I have never met or probably never meet, but listens to me, I would like to definitely help get you assistance as well. So some of the self-care tips, and it's interesting because a lot of these things, like I said, I was going to share part of what I'm dealing with. I don't engage in, but I enjoy. And one of the symptoms of depression is not participating in things that you enjoy. And I have no ideal reason why I don't. But let me go over some of these self-care tips, and then we'll get into what's going on with Delonzo. Now, one of the things you can do is physical exercise. Now, I will say I participate in this. I like going for long walks. I go hiking with a hiking group once a month. Definitely something I should be doing more often. But like going to the gym, jogging, playing sports, yoga, it's a great exercise that boosts your mood and reduces stress. And then overall, just improve your physical fitness. So that is definitely something you should definitely be looking into engaging in. It is not so much you have to do the whole intense thing. It's just getting your body moving. These things are definitely pick up your spirits, sort of saying, and then just put you in better physical health. Mindfulness and meditation. I cannot get into meditation. I sit there and I try using those apps. I just can't get into it. Not so much that I don't like them. It's just getting into it properly. I have a friend that does meditation. I think he does it like every morning and then like evening. So I'm definitely going to try to pick up some tips on that, because sometimes I do need to calm my mind. I think that's probably one of the problems I'm having. Is just my mind is just too cluttered at all times. Sometimes it makes it difficult for me to sleep. So I definitely want to get into meditation. So there is, even on Netflix, they have these, I think it's Headspace or Calm, I'm not sure which one, but they have episodes that you can check out to help you with that. It helps you with sleep and then meditation. So I may try those again. Now that I'm more open to it now. I think I was just trying it just to try it, but I think I'm more open to it now. So I may try those apps out again. Hobby and just a creative outlet. If you like drawing, writing, singing, you should really participate in those things more. It doesn't even have to be for show. You don't have to necessarily do it for likes or whatever. Just do it for yourself. You can easily just, sing, record yourself and listen to yourself and see how ways you can improve. And no one ever has to hear it. I know a lot of people I've heard sing and they quickly stop if you come around because they don't really feel like they're a good singer, but they enjoy doing it. I encourage you to just do it more. It doesn't have to be like on stage or anything, but just if you enjoy something, hell, whether it's cooking, gardening, or anything like that, participate in those activities. I know for me, I enjoy bowling. I'm probably like a 150 or something like that, maybe a little under that bowler, but I really enjoy it. But I don't bowl often. I bowl maybe like once a year or something like that, and it makes no sense. There's no reason why I don't bowl more, and I'll definitely get into that a little later on why I'm not doing the things I enjoy doing. So these are tips I'm giving you, and I can't say this is tried and true, tested by me. I'm neglecting a lot of these things myself. So this episode is not just for me giving out information. I'm talking to myself as well. I put a lot of thought into a lot of these different things tips I'm going over and how I'm not participating in these things. So I'm encouraging you as well as myself to look into these tips to take better care of ourselves. Social connections, maintain healthy relationships with friends and loved ones, spend quality time with them, engage in meaningful conversation, and participate in activities together. Now, outside of football season, because when it's football season, I enjoy hanging out with my football crew. But outside of that, I don't really hang out that much with people. Like I may go to a movie here and there and go out to dinner from time to time, but like I don't engage in a lot of social connections. And once again, no particular reason why I just don't. But I enjoy it. So that's something I'm definitely battling with. But if that's something that you're battling with, get out there. Like, I'm not telling you just go meet with a bunch of strangers, but if you have friends that are doing stuff, stop telling them no. And they probably stop inviting you to things because you always tell them no. Pick up the phone and say, hey, you guys hanging this weekend? And hang and just enjoy yourself. Doesn't have to be out super late. You don't necessarily have to participate in anything you don't want to, but just get out and soak up that energy from being around other individuals. Quality sleep is enough. We definitely don't prioritize getting enough sleep, restful sleep at that. There's things you can do to help wind yourself down. That whole no electronics before bed, that's the last thing I see right before I go to bed. So I definitely need to do better at that to help, for me to get better restful sleep. But when I get restful sleep and when I wake up refreshed, it starts the day off right. So I implore you to try to do the things to get more restful sleep. I have taken sleep aids at times to just help me get more restful sleep. I don't sleep 8 hours. I don't ever sleep 8 hours. I don't ever sleep 7 hours. I'm more like 6 hours at the most, a solid 6 hours. I rarely get that, but that's the most. I just don't sleep long. I may take naps, but I don't really sleep long. So, but getting some restful sleep is essential and just helping with your mindset for the day. That's what gets you going. Is if you wake up drowsy, it starts the day off wrong, on the wrong foot. And then you channel that negative energy, how you're feeling drowsy, you don't feel like doing what you got coming up, whether you're going to work or school or anything, dealing with the kids. So restful sleep is a great way to get the day started off right. And eating healthy. Now, what we put in our body affects us. You know how you can drink water and you instantly feel better. You feel like you did something really great for your body just by simply drinking water. It applies to eating more fruits and vegetables and lean proteins and whole grains if your body tolerates those things. But that a balanced meal or balanced diet, I should say, is definitely essential in keeping yourself healthy. And things like that. Eating the wrong things can make you sluggish. I know I have a problem. I drink energy drinks. I don't drink them every day, but I do consume them from time to time. And if I probably just had a better balanced diet, I wouldn't need those things. Better, proper sleep, I wouldn't need the energy drink. And I probably don't need it. It's probably just a mind thing at this point, thinking, oh, have comfort in drinking those things. I can probably just substitute that energy drink for a bottle of water. And I think I may try to apply that starting today. So if I feel a little sluggish, I'll drink a bottle of water to see if that can make a difference. But definitely your diet plays an impact in your mindset and mood. Personal grooming, like Sanders says, if you look good, you feel good. And I find that true. Like when I shave my head and take a nice shower, you can't tell me nothing. It don't even matter what I got on because I'm not much of a snappy dresser, but I just feel good when I'm freshly groomed compared to when I'm looking my facial hair started looking real Anthony Hamlin-ish kind of thing, and so I feel much better about myself when I'm freshly shaved and everything, and then the compliments don't hurt either. So just taking care of your body, whether it's your hands and nails. I'm not telling the fellas you have to go get a manicure and that type of stuff and pedicure, but some do. I've never experienced it, but I heard it's a wonderful experience. But just keeping yourself well groomed, and not even so much just doing it for others. It's really doing it for yourself, taking more pride in yourself when you're personally groomed and all that other stuff. Another one is unplugging from technology. Definitely social media. Now, I'm not one to try to bash social media. I think it's a great tool. It has allowed me to connect with old friends. I get inspiration from it. I get tips from it. So it's a great thing. Just don't allow yourself to get lost in it. Like I see my boys from time to time, like every second of the day, like we get in a car for a 5-minute car trip and they have to get online and plugged into something, that kind of thing. So that's why I take them out. We take walks and stuff where there's no technology. We're just talking and walking, that kind of thing. So I implore you to get more engaged in activities that don't require digital devices, social media, that type of stuff. Start reading more. I hate that I don't read like I used to because I'm more into technology. I'm more on social media and getting information at times that way, or Googling things, where I used to just read a book, and not just reading a book for information, but just for entertainment. I used to read books just for entertainment, and now the only books I would engage in are like business themed books or self-help books. But I miss those days of just reading books just for entertainment. Instead of popping in a TV show, I read books for my entertainment, and look forward to reading the next chapter, that kind of thing. So something I definitely want to get back into. I have books in my closet right now that I purchased, but I never wind up reading. So, and a book in particular, The Art of War, which I know it probably surprising I haven't read, but I haven't read it. I have the book and I've had it for years, but I just haven't been reading books like that. So I'm definitely planning to start reading that soon, and I'll give you guys updates on how that's going with reading the books. Relaxation techniques. Find ways to relax, like soothing baths and breathing exercises. I try to use that from time to time, different deep breathing exercises. You don't have to spend much time on it, maybe like 5 minutes or so of just concentrated on your breathing and everything. Like I said, I want to definitely get a therapist in here one day that can give you guys professional type. I don't want to give you examples of the ones I do right now because hell, I might be doing them wrong. So I want none of you guys to pass out trying to do the deep breathing exercises that I participate in. But one of the main tips I have to give you is seek help. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a therapist right off, but if you feel you're going through some things, talk with someone. Just, someone that is willing to listen. You may not even want immediate advice from them. It's more just someone to listen to what you're going through. You may just want that sympathy for a second. You may actually want somebody to tell you to cowboy up, whichever you need. Just have someone just to listen to you, um, to help you with what you're dealing with. And if you feel, no, this is really serious, I need professional help, because if I stay at this mindset, it's not going to end well. I encourage you to seek professional help. There are more therapists available now than there was in the yesteryears. It is, even though depression isn't as people aren't as aware of it as you think they are. Like, there are campaigns and things about it and stuff, but people still don't respect that there are people going through things. And but there's therapists out there that can help. If you're in the workplace, I implore you to ask HR about what kind of services are available to you. Get online and just search therapists in your area. You might be able to get a free consultation to help you. Your insurance may possibly cover it, because I know it can be an expensive thing. But maybe you can get into group therapy that may help reduce the cost of getting assistance. But if you feel like you're at that level, I definitely want you to seek professional help and talking with a therapist. And then just overall, just remember, self-care is an individual practice, and it's important to find activities that resonate with you personally. So if you're not a bowler, I'm not telling you to go bowling. That's my thing. But find something that you're into, and just start participating in it, because you may not need as much help as you think. It may just be you holding yourself back from doing the things that you enjoy doing. And I know that can be a struggle. Like, I enjoy going to the gym, but I don't go to the gym. I enjoy bowling, but I don't go bowling. And I enjoy hanging out with my friends, but I really don't hang out with my friends. I'm not at home, like, soaking or crying in my pillow or anything. So at times I feel like, well, I'm not depressed, but there is definitely something going on that I'm not allowing myself to enjoy life to the fullest. So, like, with everything that I talked about in so far, those are things that I need to really engage in. Like, for me, so let's go through talk about what I'm going through. So all my life, I felt like I'm destined for greatness. Don't know when it's going to exactly happen, but I feel that it's going to happen. So it keeps me optimistic in that sense. But the issue is, I don't apply myself to be great. I was a B, C student. I could have easily been an all A student. I just never truly applied myself. I just went off my, I guess you could say, my natural abilities, and I didn't push myself any further than that. And it continued throughout my life. Like, I don't push myself to be great when I know I'm destined to be great. And I can't explain it. And I think that's one of the things that hold me back from really talking about it, because I can't explain why I don't. And I know it's not laziness in that sense, because I learned the difference between procrastination and laziness. Procrastination is when you do something else instead of doing the thing that you need to do. And then laziness is simply not doing anything. Now, I'm always doing something. Like, I like to say I'm productive, but a lot of times I'm really just busy, and busy just doing things and not doing things to get me going in the direction that I need to be going in. So where I am right now is that I am doing this Daddy Every Day organization. I started that based on my first book, Daddy Every Day, but I don't engage in the activities to push my agenda as far as helping fathers more. I'm I allow myself to be more consumed with my job because that pays the bill. So you definitely got to I definitely got to, give that my energy. But I have a lot of free time to participate in the things that would take daddy every day to the next level to where I'm doing that full time and I can let my full-time job go. Some of the things that I've started doing is I've just like yesterday, I went to a brotherhood breakfast with my mentor and made some great connection because I suck at networking. Like, I enjoy talking to people and I'm friendly and all that. I'm approachable. I have no problem starting up conversation with anybody. But I guess with networking, I've always sucked at knowing what I need from them and what I can offer them, that kind of thing. So I know I have a lot to offer individuals, but just making that kind of connection. So I kind of tend to lean towards them initiating the connection kind of thing. But I made some connections yesterday. Now, this is the telltale sign is what I do with them. I typically don't do anything with it. I don't foster these connections that I make. It goes back to the whole bowling and working out kind of thing is I don't know why. I don't know why. It's not the fear of failure because I know I'm destined to be great. I know daddy every day is going to be as big as like the Boys and Girls Club, as big as Goodwill when you think of nonprofits and organizations that help individuals. I know it already. So that gives me comfort. It's just I don't know why I don't push myself more to accomplish these things and to enjoy life more fully. I enjoy throwing the football with my son. Like I bought him some Falcon jerseys just so we can wear when we're tossing the football, just to pump us up even more. But we rarely wear those jerseys to play football because we rarely do it. Like he's working now, so his schedules, our schedules have to line up. But still, it's something that we can still do, and we're just not participating in. And I'm fully acknowledging this stuff now. So that is definitely a step forward for me because I'm fully acknowledging it. I think it was just a couple of days ago where I realized, man, I really enjoy bowling. Why don't I go bowling more? And I like really asked myself that question. And like I actually said it out loud, like, why don't I go bowling more? So I feel I could be at a turning point for myself. Now, I still want to go see a therapist just to talk some things out to see where I am. Because like I said, I don't talk about it much because I know people who are battling depression, and I don't like to say I think I'm there. Like I have several of the same symptoms of depression, but when I see others struggling with is way more severe than what I'm struggling with, which doesn't mean I don't have depression, but it's one of those things like I don't want to say I have it and this person is really going through hell. So, and everyone has their own journey. So what someone else is going through is their hell, and it may not look the same as yours, but it doesn't discount yours anymore. So with that being said, I'm definitely going to check out a therapist, but I'm going to do the things that the self-care tips that I told you guys about. I'm going to participate for myself. I'm going to crack open that book this week. I'm going to take my boys bowling this week. When it's not too hot, me and Kendra's going to toss the football around. I'm going to reach out to some of those connections that I made yesterday. Well, it'll be almost like a week ago by the time you guys see this, but I'm gonna do those things that I have been putting off not doing. Like I'm gonna see what it takes to get that out of me, and I know once I start, it'll be easier to maintain. It's that stopping. Like when you stop doing something. Like for those that go to the gym, For those that don't like going to the gym, when you go and you get in that routine, you're going. It's when you stop, it's when it's the hardest to go back. So my thing is I have to start and just maintain it and keep going. And I want to practice what I'm preaching. So I want, just like I'm telling you guys, to focus on social connections, getting better rest, taking care of yourself, grooming yourself and your diet, and just being mindful of the things that are going on in your head. Be careful of what you're putting into your head. That's another thing. Like, I don't watch certain type movies because they mess with my head, and I don't like that energy kind of thing. So watch what you're consuming as well, not just what you're consuming by mouth, but what you're consuming by eyes and ears. Can definitely still have an impact on you. But I want to definitely keep you guys updated, even if it's on an episode that has nothing to do with this topic. I definitely want to still keep you guys updated on what I'm going through, as far as like, did I actually open that book, and did I actually take the boys bowling? I have to take care of myself because there is so much I want to do with Daddy every day, and so much I want to provide for fathers, which will impact children, which impact families. So my goal is to change families, but I'm going to do it through fathers. So that's really all I have for you guys. I just want my challenge for you guys. I want to always try to leave you guys with something to take home with and to apply to your life. What is that activity you enjoy doing that you find yourself not doing? Like, so for me, like I said, I'm going to crack open that book. I'm going to take my boys bowling. I'm going to go play some football with Kendrick. I'm going to reach out to those connections that I made to make sure they don't just fade away like I've done in the past. So what is that one thing or two or three things that you can do that you haven't been doing? In addition, I challenge you to focus on some of the self-care tips that I gave you, whether it's exercising, meditation, getting into a hobby, or whatever your creative outlet is. I challenge you to go for it, participate in it. Like, go buy that sketchbook, to go ahead and start just something that you do from time to time. Just sketch. Like, let it be one of those things that you do when you're feeling down. A little less digital time, of course, after you consume this podcast. Like, don't let that stop you from watching this podcast on Evan Vision on YouTube or Spotify. Don't let it stop you from doing that. But afterwards, then you turn off the electronics and get into like some personal connections kind of thing. Go for a walk, like not even with music, just a walk and just listen to nature. I strongly recommend that, I should say, taking long walks. I feel so refreshed afterwards. Even if it's hot, I still feel refreshed after taking a nice long walk. So those are the things I want you guys to think about. Reach out to somebody that you know. You're the strong person in your group. Like I said, that's the one who probably needs the most support, because they're always there for everyone else. And then those are the individuals we rarely check on because they're so strong. They're going through stuff as well. So check on them. As always, the social media, Daddy Every Day, on Instagram and all that other good stuff. Shoot me a DM if you have suggestions for episodes. I'm open to that. Let me know what challenge or what you did to accomplish that challenge I put out for you guys. I love to hear that. And on social media, it'll be a way for you guys to keep up with my progress as far as taking care of myself, exercising, spending more time with the boys, making those connections business-wise. And that's it. You guys have a great week. Looking forward to hearing from your responses. And don't forget to subscribe to Evan Vision on YouTube and subscribe to Daddy Every Day on podcast on Spotify, and send us a like, comment. Let us know what you guys think of the show. Any suggestions? I'll read them, but I mean, if it applies, I'll do it. But that's about it, guys. Take care.